Another day, another Invade experience. This is what we have for you on this episode.
Living the premium style and all that makes you smile. Show me the stars, the loud applause.
Today we embark on a journey to a remote and enchanting location where you'll discover the peculiarity of Mother Nature herself in all glory. This is the Getaway experience.
When craving a low-key holiday that is slightly off the beaten track, Nabella Lake Lodge is the ideal location to deliver a nature-based holiday with a difference. Africa's largest estuarine system, numerous bird life and wildlife, and 25,000-year-old coastal dunes. On arrival, the serenity will ignite a sign of excitement with a cozy welcoming. A magnificent canopy of trees are connected by wooden walkways raised high above the cool forest floor. And the views? Breathtaking. There is nothing more rejuvenating than enjoying these views on your own private balcony. You can take full advantage of the tranquility at your doorstep. From quad biking to bicycle rides, there is something for everyone.
An immaculate holiday destination with a difference for an adventure in the coastal dunes. To understand more about the story's strap, we took out the conversation to key staff, and this is what they had to say.
Their innovative thinking is paying off, for there are people who are trained to staff and manage the lodge, and has been to the benefit of the general manager, Gemma Linforth.
Hello.
Hi Chidi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself?
Very well, thank you.
Welcome to Nabella and Sabengu.
Thank you so much. Nabella is such a pleasurable place to be. Tell me more about the space.
Well, Nabella and Sabengu are situated on the banks of Lake St. Lucia, a World Heritage Site. We have 11 timber chalets on our Nabella side that overlook the lake, and that's a dinner, bed and breakfast with activities styled accommodation. Whereas the chalet that we're standing in today is part of our Sabengu portfolio, and that is 7 self-catering chalets, all different sizes for different size families.
Incredible. But why this location? Why this location? It's so far from the city.
That is exactly why this location, so far away from the city. We're away from the hustle and bustle, the noise, the sounds, the lights. We literally are in the middle of nowhere. Our night skies are absolutely amazing, and our sunsets even better.
Incredible. Just tell me, how have you guys been able to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic? Are you bouncing back way better, or was it better before the pandemic?
Chidi, we've seen a big shift in the culture of hospitality, specifically for our own property. We've had a huge influx of South African guests, whereas before we had a mixture of international and South African. And that creates a very different culture and a very different pace. We've also seen a big draw to being outside and to being outdoors. So before there was a lot of technology, computers, TVs.
Which is a normal thing we used to like.
True story. But now people want to be outdoors. They want to be outside. They want to be on our boat and on our quads rather than cooped up inside.
And what makes the space so unique in your opinion?
Chidi, the absolute tranquility of the forest and the lake. So we are absolutely privileged. When you jumped onto that ferry at False Bay and you came around the corner and the lodge was just situated there on the banks, I mean, the sunrises in the morning over the lake speak for themselves. That's the favorite part of my day.
The activities are incredible. The mountain bikes, the quad biking, the boat rides. So much to actually document about the strip, but then I can't wait to test the food by the chef tonight.
I hope you'll enjoy.
Thank you so much for speaking up to us.
Pleasure, lovely having you.
Same here.
Perfectly created and creatively themed with rich local artifacts to interest and amuse. Excitingly different, the head chef, Brandon Weber, offers tantalizing creations prepared with love, care, and especially flavor, using local ingredients and homegrown herbs and vegetables.
Brendan, the bush experience actually builds quite an appetite. What's on the menu for tonight?
Well, tonight I've prepared you a 3-course menu for tonight, starting with our starters, being the arancini balls, which is a risotto rice that we cook just a little bit further along, so it's not so nutty. We're going to put on a pan at a cool out. We're going to cut up blocks of mozzarella cheese, which we're going to then form around that arancini risotto rice around it, crumb it and deep fry it. We then pair that and top it off on a bed of a tomato and coriander reduction that we roast in the oven, okay? And for mains, I've prepared you 2 mains for tonight here. We've got our 200-gram beef fillet that we get from our lovely butchery that's in town, okay? Which we then pan fry, coat in a bit of salt, black pepper, and as we pan fry it, we're going to scoop over hot butter to just lock in those flavors and really intensify it. Paired it off with mashed potato and steamed veg, because what more can you ask for in the bush? Otherwise, we've also then prepared you is our pan-fried calamari, which is calamari tubes with tentacles as well, which we pan fry in a little bit of lemon butter, and then we pair that off with some savory rice, which has got a bit of carrots, peppers, onions, and just a touch of Cajun spices to give it that extra spiciness. And then to end off the night, we got our chocolate volcano cake, which is a molten scented cake that as you cut in, molten chocolate sauce shall ooze out and just be extra nice.
Brendan, that is so much goodness. I can't wait to actually delve in.
For this couple, it's all about the perfect idea of a happily ever after. It's about sharing moments of a romantic getaway under the night sky.
Thank you very much. Right.
A short distance away from a number of Hluhluwe and Isimangaliso wetland park attractions, village trips are organized daily, hypnotizing guests by the splendor and beauty of plant and animal history, nature and culture. Visiting the ancestors, Zulu native doctors, Sangoma, and the village, it was clear how positive it is for locals to find careers here, where community and history are so strong. Private and secluded, Chidi went on boat trip with tour guide Lucky to enjoy solitude, sighting of incredible wildlife, and a tranquil Africa at its best.
Can you tell me where we went?
We went to Fanny's Island yesterday to see some hippos and pelicans and some fish eagles. But normally we used to see all those stuff close by because we used to have 3 islands here. The Bed Island, the Land Island and the Fanny's Island. But because of the water level is higher now, they move further south. That's why we went far, closer to Shatters Creek, but we did see a couple of them, plus or minus 10 of them, and 3 pelicans and 2 flamingos, and it was lovely. We saw quite a few of them.
That definitely was wonderful. Now, you've been a tour guide here for well over 21 years. Can you tell me the most memorable experience as a tour guide?
The most memorable experience I've encountered is a drought situation, because this lake, we couldn't realize that it's very, very low. We thought in the olden days, we thought there's a deep channel somewhere. But when the drought came, because from 2005 until 2014, the whole lake was like a desert. There was nothing on the lake. It's where we saw that, hey, this thing is very, very low. You could walk right across. Even now it's about 2 meters. Otherwise, we might be chow for crocodiles. But the other thing I did encounter, I've been chased by the hippo 2 times or 3 times. Wow. But I couldn't realize that hippo, he got a baby on the bank of the island. But he chased me. When I realized that, I moved away from him and I stopped to another side.
And what has been your experience working at Nabella for over 21 years now?
For me, my experience at Nabella is a lovely place. I did working with them, even our management and our team were working nice together.
And a tranquil Africa at its best.
It's indeed a wonderful place, I must confess. Thank you so much for the adventure.
Easier luxury, the serenity will ignite a sign of excitement with a cozy welcoming. The interior architecture doesn't miss a chance to surprise and innovate. If it's relaxation you're leaning towards, then the spa and expert therapist offer an unforgettable spoiling with some bubbles to go with. The word Zulu means heaven. The Zulu people are the people of heaven. They say to easily relate with something, you need to understand the originality, purpose of existence, and value of its enduring legacy. It's about finding natural ways to excite the imagination. In this evening's traditional Boma experience, Chidi gave his best salute to the late legendary King Shaka Zulu, reliving the rich Zulu heritage.
A traditional Boma in the wilderness with campfires and a good family time. This is Untamed Africa.
The glee on Chidi's face shows he enjoyed every bit.
This is true African leave, and thank you so much for tuning into the show. We draw the curtains here. I'll see you next week.